All right, so I just want to start out by going over the actual parts of the nail. And you have your cuticle area, which is closest to the top area here. You have a lanula area. It's like a half moon white circle that some people have. And you have your free edge. You have your side walls on both sides. And then the nail folds. So you can hold the finger like this and expose the nail fold, so that when you're doing your polishing, you can make sure that you get the side walls polished really well. The free edge goes beyond the finger, and underneath it, there's a skin called the hyponychium. If you end up cutting the nail too short, you will hit the eponychium. It might bleed or feel tender when the client touches the tip of the nail. So the wood stick, you can take an actual cotton and you can pinch it, roll it between your two fingers, and you can create a Q-tip out of it if you want to be able to use your Q-tip to clean up the sides of the nail or clean up before you finish off. The only thing with this technique is that you might get Q-tip cotton around the client and inside your polish bottle. So if you don't want to do it that way, another thing that you can do is you can open up your product, acetone, your nail polish remover, and you could drop your wood stick in there and allow it to soak up your material that's there. And then when it comes time to use it, you take it off and you wipe off the nail and remove the excess as you clean up. Take my Pledge It, put my finger over it, and I can still use my Pledge It if I need to. So it still works. Metal pushers, so they have two sides to them depending on what you need. You can even clean up underneath the nail if you need to, or you can use your cotton inside here to clean up underneath the nail. So you have your metal pusher. You have to use it at a 45-degree angle and a firm pressure, and that's to remove any skin around the cuticle area. I'm going to show you that we have solar oil. So solar oil is nice to use every evening and during the daytime, in the morning time when you get out of bed, to keep your cuticles moisturized. And then we have Rescue RX that can be worn on the natural nail with no polish on top. In 2 weeks, Rescue RX will make your nails 80% stronger than what it was before, if their nails are thin and brittle. But it'll take 2 weeks with no polish on for it to work. Rescue RX. You simply apply it to the nail right before you go to bed. We have Scrub Fresh to remove product from CND, but if you have another manufacturer, we have what we call pure acetone. So you can use pure acetone on the hands to remove gel polish or shellac polish, depending on what manufacturer you're working with. So this is a great product to use, but it has to be pure acetone. So I have two different types of Pledge It. One is thinner, and one is a lint-free pad. Same thing, different manufacturer. The difference is that if I use cotton, I'm going to get cotton into my product and onto my nail. These are lint-free. We also have these little Pledge Its that you can use. They're called cotton back Pledge Its. So I cut them in half so that I could get more out of it. What I do is I lift up this little lever, put my fingers between it so I don't ruin my polish. And when I grab it, I turn the circle right on the nail and I go back and forth. Hold it for 10 seconds, pull away from the nail. I want to start out with a little bit of cuticle away. Cuticle away, you put a bead on each nail. Take your pusher, metal pusher, and you roll it around. It can stay on the nail for about 1 minute, and then it'll be ready for you to push back. So you want to use firm pressure. Go back. And you should feel it right on the nails, pushing back away. Now I'm going to take my cuticle nippers, and I see that right here I have something that I want to take off. So I'm just going to take my cuticle nippers and I squeeze my nipper tight. And I just take off right on top. Try not to pull away and end up cutting yourself by accident. Just use the actual tip of your tool to remove any skin that you see. Allow the tool to do the work for you using the tip at a 25-degree angle. My file. So the way that you want to file is from the edge to the center, from the edge to the center, from outer edge to center, outer edge to center. What you want to avoid doing with filing is that you don't want to go like this, or you're going to damage the nails. It's going to be like little tiny pieces. So you want to just hold it at a 45-degree, outer edge to inner edge, 45-degree right under the nail. We also have a tergium stone. So the tergium stone acts like just like your metal pusher, but it's made out of stone. And all you do is pass it on top of the nail, and it'll do all the work for you. I can feel it removing that top layer off. So pass it on the nail. Pull back on the side.